Cody is very excited to be out here tonight. Okay. So we've done a little bit of work since we last checked in. We have the skeleton done. And I'm currently standing on a cockpit support. Basically, these, we're going to fold up these sides where it says the fold lines. And then we're going to stick them in here. Cody, you don't need to sit in the boat. Yes, we do. Well, that always happens when we make cardboard boats.
That might be good to join the bottom pieces together.
Yeah, maybe. But the skeleton's currently laying on the top of the boat, and it might seem a little counterintuitive, but we always attach the top of the boat to the skeleton before we attach everything to the bottom half.
Is that how we did it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, because, I mean, when these
Fold
parts
the
fold
up?
up,
Yeah.
they sit inside, they
skeleton.
attach to the skeleton, and then we can just put everything inside the bottom of the boat, because it's essentially just a big cardboard envelope. Yeah. It might take a little bit of work to get everything folded up, because the cardboard is a little stubborn, so what we do is we take the end of the utility knife, we don't take the knife out, because we don't want to cut through the lines that are supposed to be folded. And I'm trying to film while I do this, so this might not end well.
I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you want me to film?
If you can, if you don't mind.
It's alright.
I haven't been on my thing in a little while. So basically, the skeleton's a little in the way. But on these dash lines for the fold, what we do, take this end of the knife, or I suppose you could use this end if you want, but you push down, and you drag across.
Basically, just want to get about halfway through the cardboard.
Yeah, and that makes it a lot easier to fold up, because now there's this area right here. If I can get all of it really quick. Oh, that's the wrong way. Doesn't take too long. Takes way less time than the actual cutting does. But now, because we folded this up, or we did that, it'll come up and we can glue it here a lot easier. So, yeah, that's essentially what we have to do right now, is get everything folded and glued together.
Get our handy dandy clamps.
Handy dandy clamps and handy dandy Gorilla Glue that you can't break that stuff if you want it. Well, I mean, you could break the cardboard, but we need it. So, that's currently not the plan. But anyway, we're gonna have to say bye-bye to all of our fun drawings on the cardboard soon, because pretty much everything's gonna be glued together. And then we get to start decorating the outside of the boat, which is gonna be awesome, and it's gonna look way cooler than just a brown thing that we'll put in the water.
Show them the decorations or wait till later?
I showed them a little bit before, but I mean, it is a little hard because we've got a bunch of stuff already out here.
Okay.
So, yeah, the last thing we need is to take up more space in this garage. Mom already had to move her car out there. Okay, so thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, a little more glued together, and the skeleton's in it. So now it's actually starting to look like a boat. So these are the sides. We added our side braces in. We took the flaps of the cockpit outlines from the top. We put them on. Hello, boy. What is that noise? Okay. And so here we had to kind of be a little careful with the skeleton, because this part, if you can see over here, maybe if I'm not standing in the way of the light, this part here is the actual support for the cockpit, and this is just the longer support for the whole of the boat. And so now it's actually starting to look like a thing, isn't it? Oh yeah, and we sometimes leave our tools inside the top of the boat until we put it into the bottom. The bottom here, you can see the dash line. We're gonna fold all the way along this part. It's
was honestly the easiest part to cut out because we don't have so many finicky little bits inside it. But this is going to be folded up and sort of, it'll create a shell for all of this to go inside of. And so when we flip it over, because basically this is upside down right now. Little dog. So this is upside down and it will get flipped over into this and we will attach everything via the sides. And hopefully it has all fit together. If we've done our measurements right, it should be fine. But yeah, fingers crossed on that one. Alright, so bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. Dreamy kind of got covered up, but there's a high five there. Okay.